Prayer before each hour. O my Lord Jesus Christ, prostrate in your divine presence, I implore your most loving heart to assist me as I meditate on the 24 hours of your most sorrowful passion. In your passion, your love drove you to suffer so much in your adorable body and in your most holy soul unto death on the cross. I implore your help, your grace, and your love to have profound compassion and a profound understanding of your sufferings as I meditate on this hour. I offer you my desire to meditate on all the hours, even those I cannot observe. Please accept my desire to meditate on all the hours, even when I must sleep or tend to my other duties. O merciful Lord, grant that my loving desire, united to you, may bring your holy blessings down upon us all. I give you thanks, O Jesus, for calling me into union with you by means of prayer. To glorify you, I unite myself with your thoughts, your tongue, and your heart, with which I intend to pray. I fuse myself in your will and in your love, and extending my arms to embrace you, I place my head upon your heart and begin. The 20th hour, 12 p.m. First hour of agony on the cross. Jesus' first word, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. My crucified love, I see you on the cross as on the throne of your triumph, in the act of conquering all things and all hearts, and drawing them so closely to yourself that all may experience your superhuman power. Nature is horrified at such a great crime and prostrates itself before you. It awaits in silence a word from you to pay you homage and make your dominion known. The sun, unable to sustain such an overwhelmingly sorrowful sight of you, weeps and withdraws its light. Hell is terrified and waits in silence, and all creation is hushed in silence. Your sorrowful mother and your faithful ones remain utterly speechless, petrified at the sight of your torn and dislocated body. They behold you in agony and silently await a word from you. Your body hangs silently in an ocean of the pain of such agonizing and harrowing convulsions that the soldiers fear you might die with your next breath. What is more, everyone is speechless and hushed in silence. Even the obstinate Jews and the ruthless executioners, who until a little while ago were offending you, mocking you, and calling you an impostor and a criminal, and the thieves who blasphemed you. Remorse enters them, such that if they try to insult you, their words die on their lips. As my soul penetrates into your interior, I see that your love overflows. It suffocates you, and your humanity cannot contain it. Compelled by your love that torments you more than the pains themselves, with a strong and moving voice, you speak as the God you are. You raise your dying eyes to heaven and exclaim, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And again, you become silent, immersed in unheard of pains. Crucified Jesus, how can so much love be possible? Oh, after so many pains and insults, your first word is of forgiveness, and you excuse us before the Father for so many sins. Oh, you are the first to offer forgiveness, as you make this first word descend into each heart that has sinned. But how many reject it and do not accept it? Your love is then taken by folly, as with uncalculated excess you beg forgiveness for all and insist on giving to all the kiss of peace. At this word, hell trembles and recognizes you as God. Nature and everyone remain astonished. They recognize your divinity and your unquenchable love, and silently wait to see how far it may go. And not only your voice, but also your blood and your wounds cry out to every heart that has sinned, "Come into my arms, for I forgive you. My seal of forgiveness is purchased at the price of my blood." O my beloved Jesus, repeat this word again to all sinners in the world. Entreat mercy for all, and apply the infinite merits of your most precious blood to all. O good Jesus, continue to appease the divine justice on everyone's behalf, and concede your grace to those who, finding themselves in the act of having to forgive, do not find the strength to do so. O my Jesus, adored and crucified, in these 3 hours of most bitter agony, you long to bring to completion the work of redemption. As you silently hang on the cross, I behold in your interior the desire to offer the Father satisfaction on everyone's behalf. You thank him and offer satisfaction on behalf of all. You implore forgiveness for all and beseech him for the grace that will keep them from ever offending you again. In order to obtain this from the Father, you offer up your entire life, recapitulating it from the first moment of your conception to your last breath. Beloved Jesus, endless love, let me recapitulate your entire life with you, along with our sorrowful mother, with St. John, and with the pious women. I entreat them. Let us go through the life and pains of my sweet Jesus. Jesus, I thank you on behalf of all, for the many thorns that pierced your adorable head, for the drops of blood that flowed from it, for the blows you received on it, and for the hair they tore from it. I thank you on behalf of all, for all the good you have done and obtained for all, for the enlightenment and good inspirations you have given to all, for all the times you have forgiven all of our sins of thought, pride, conceit, and self-esteem. O my Jesus, I ask your forgiveness in the name of all, for all the times we have crowned you with thorns, for all the drops of blood we made you shed from your most sacred head, and for all the times we have not corresponded to your inspirations. For the sake of all these pains you endured, I ask you, O Jesus, to grant us the grace to never again commit sins through our thoughts. I also intend to offer you everything you suffered in your most sacred head, so as to offer you all the glory that souls would have given you had they made good use of their intellect. O my Jesus, I adore your most sacred eyes, and I thank you for all the tears and the blood they have shed, for the cruel piercing of the thorns, for the insults, derisions, and contempt you bore during your entire passion. I ask your forgiveness for all those who use their sight to offend and insult you, and I ask you, for the sake of the pains suffered in your most sacred eyes, to grant us the grace to never again offend you with evil gazes. I also intend to offer you all that you yourself suffered in your most sacred eyes, so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you if their gazes were fixed only on heaven, on the divinity, and on you, O my Jesus. I adore your most sacred ears. I thank you for all that you suffered on Calvary, while the executioners deafened them with shouts and jeers. I ask your forgiveness in the name of all, for all the evil conversations we have listened to, and I entreat you to open to your eternal truths and to the voices of grace the ears of all men, so that no one may offend you ever again with their sense of hearing. I also offer you all that you suffered in your most sacred ears, so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had they made holy use of this faculty. O my Jesus, I adore and I kiss your most sacred face, and I thank you for all that you have suffered from the spittle, the slaps and the mockeries received, and for all the times you have allowed yourself to be trampled beneath the feet of your enemies. I ask your forgiveness in the name of all, for all the times we dared to offend you, and I ask you for the sake of these slaps and this spittle, to let your divinity be recognized, praised, and glorified by all. What is more, my Jesus, I myself intend to go throughout the whole world, from east to west and from north to south, to unite all voices and change them into as many acts of praise, love, and adoration as there are voices. Also, my Jesus, I intend to bring you all the hearts of souls, so that you may infuse light, truth, love, and compassion for your divine person into them all. And as you forgive all, I ask you not to allow anyone to offend you ever again, if possible, even at the cost of my blood. Finally, I intend to offer you everything you endured in your most sacred face, so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you if no one had dared to offend you. I kiss your most sacred mouth, and I thank you for your first whimperings, for the milk you suckled, for all the words you said, for the ardent kisses you gave to your most sacred mother, for the food you ate, for the bitterness of the gall, and the ardent thirst you suffered on the cross, and for the prayers you raised to your Father. I ask your forgiveness for all gossip, for all evil and mundane conversations, and for all blasphemies uttered. I intend to offer you holy conversations in reparation for all evil conversations. I offer the mortification of your taste in reparation for all gluttony and for all the offenses souls have given you through the evil use of the tongue. I offer you everything you suffered in your most sacred mouth in order to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had none of them dared to offend you with the sense of taste and through the abuse of their tongue. O Jesus, I thank you for everything, and in the name of all, I raise to you a hymn of infinite and eternal thanksgiving. O my Jesus, I intend to offer you everything you suffered in your most sacred person, so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had they lived their lives in conformity with yours. I thank you, O Jesus, for everything you have suffered in your most sacred shoulders, for all the blows you have received, for all the wounds you have allowed them to open on your most sacred body, and for all the drops of blood you shed. I ask your forgiveness in the name of all, for all the times in which, for love of comforts, souls have offended you with illicit and evil pleasures. I offer you your painful scourging in reparation for all the sins committed by each of the five senses, for attachment to our own tastes, to our own sensible pleasures, to our own ego, and to all of our natural desires. I also intend to offer you all that you have suffered in your shoulders
so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had they tried to please you alone in everything and to find shelter under the shadow of your divine protection.
Oh, my Jesus, I kiss your left foot. I thank you for all the steps you took during your mortal life and for all the times you drove your poor limbs to the point of fatigue as you went in search of souls to lead them to your heart. Therefore, O my Jesus, I offer you all of my actions, steps, and motions with the intention of offering you reparation for everything and everyone. I ask your forgiveness for those who do not operate with upright intentions. I unite my actions to yours so that they may be divinized, and I unite them to all the works you did in your most sacred humanity so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had they operated in a holy way and with upright intentions. O my Jesus, I kiss your right foot, and I thank you for all you have suffered and do suffer for me, especially in this hour in which you hang on the cross. I thank you for the excruciating lacerations the nails continue to form in your wounds, which, under the weight of your most sacred body, tear open more and more. I ask your forgiveness for all the rebellious and disobedient acts of souls. I offer you the pains of your most sacred feet in reparation for these offenses, so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had they been submitted to you in everything. O my Jesus, I kiss your most sacred left hand. I thank you for all that you have suffered for me and for all the times you have appeased the divine justice by offering satisfaction for everyone. I kiss your right hand, and I thank you for all the good you have done and do for everyone. In a special way, I thank you for the fiats of creation, redemption, and sanctification. I ask your forgiveness in the name of all, for all the times we have been ungrateful for your blessings and for our many works done without an upright intention. I intend to give you all the perfection and sanctity of your own works in reparation for all of these offenses, so as to give you all the glory that souls would have given you had they corresponded to all of your blessings. My dear Jesus, I kiss your most sacred heart. I thank you for, out of love for all souls in general and for each soul in particular, all that you have suffered, desired, and yearned for. I ask your forgiveness for the evil desires and bad affections and tendencies of all souls. I ask forgiveness, O Jesus, for the many who place your love after the love of others, and to give you all the glory that these have denied you. I offer you everything that your most adorable heart has done and continues to do. Prayer after each hour. My beloved Jesus, you have called me in this hour of your passion to keep you company, and I have come. With the most touching and eloquent words, I seemed to hear you praying, offering reparation, suffering, and pleading in anguish and sorrow for the salvation of souls. I tried to follow you in everything. Now I owe you my heartfelt thank you, and I bless you. Yes, O Jesus, I repeat my thank you thousands and thousands of times, and I bless you for all that you have done and suffered for me and for everyone. I thank you and I bless you for every drop of blood you shed. I thank you for your every breath, heartbeat, and step. I thank you for all the words, glances, afflictions, and affronts you lovingly endured. For everything you did, O Jesus, I offer you my thank you and I bless you. O my dear Jesus, let my soul send forth a continuous flow of thanksgiving and blessings. May they draw down on all of us the flow of your blessings and graces. O my sweet Jesus, press me to your heart, and with your most sacred hands, mark every particle of my being with your I bless you, so that my being may send forth a continuous hymn of blessings to you.